Hello dear learners, welcome to module 1 of lecture series Web Designing. In this module, you will be learning web terminologies. Many of the web terminologies are quite familiar to you, but still I decided to include in this module so that we can refresh them. The very first one is Internet. Internet is interconnected network or an international network of connected computers, or sometimes it is also called the net. Internet is a worldwide system of computer networks. It is network of networks. If your computer is connected to Internet, you can access information available in Internet anywhere from any of the computers. January 1st, 1983 is considered the official birthday of the Internet, and today more than 50% population of India is using Internet. Protocol is the standardized method or the set of rules for transferring data or documents over the network. Here we will discuss some of the important protocols, that is TCP/IP, HTTP, then FTP. TCP/IP is Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol. Internet uses this protocol to connect the devices like computer system, mobile, smartwatch, smartphone and smart television with the computer system available globally. Next is HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a request or response standard between the client machine and the server. This is one of the ways to share information over the network. Next is FTP, that is File Transfer Protocol. It is a network protocol which is used to transfer data from one computer to the other computer. An FTP client may connect to an FTP server to manipulate files on the server. Next is IP address, that is Internet Protocol address. An IP address is a unique logical address which is provided to each system, each computer system that identifies a device on the Internet or a local network. You can see the example of IP address here, which consists of number series. In this particular example, you can see the 4 different segments separated with a dot or a period. So IP addresses are not random. They are generated mathematically and allocated by the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, that is INA, and INA is a division of the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, that is ICANN. ICANN is a non-profit organization that was established in the United States in 1983. This also helps to maintain the security of the Internet. Next is domain name and DNS server. Domain name is the assigned name to a server, web server. It is a way to identify and locate computer in the network. As we request to the server for some document to be displayed on the screen, as soon as we request, server displays the content in the display screen. Here is the example of domain name, that is oreally.com, that is the commercial website, and the other domain name is bssbhopal.edu.in. This is the domain name of BSS college. The work of DNS server is to match the domain name and the IP address. Next is ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. It is an organization or a company that provides access to the Internet services to an individual or a company or an organization using dial-up or other means of data telecommunication. It also provides web hosting and web development services. Next is www, that is World Wide Web. It is also referred to W3 or the web. The World Wide Web is a collection of documents or web pages which are further connected to the other computers' web pages or websites. Web browser and web server. A web browser is a software that requests and helps the client to receive data or document from the web server and finally converts and displays them on the client's computer screen. These are some of the examples of web browser, that is Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome, and these are also refers to as the client or user agent. On the other hand, web server receives the request from the user with help of a browser, then it processes the request, arranges the information and send it to the browser. Next is URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. It is also known as URI, that is Uniform Resource Identifier. Whenever we have to visit some website, you have to give the URL of that website. So, this is one of the example of URL, that is http www.bsssbhopal.com, and as you can see that this URL has several parts like service or protocol, host name, subdomain name, port number, directory on the server and file name, and you can see that each part of the URL has been divided with the delimiters, that is forward sign and / and dot. And every page and all the resources which are available on internet has its own URL. Web page and website. A web page is a page of information that is available on internet. As you can see that a web page consists of text, it has photograph, you can have audio, video and also hyperlinks. Whereas website is a collection of web pages that are interlinked and with related information. So, it should be hosted on an internet server like Bluehost, GoDaddy, BigRock, HostGator, and also it should be assigned with a domain name which we have already discussed. Next is hyperlink and hypertext. Hyperlink is alternatively referred to as link or web link. A hyperlink is an icon or a graphic or a text that is linked to another file or document. And the World Wide Web is comprised of hyperlinks linking trillions of pages and files to one another. And hypertext is text with hyperlink, and if you tap on this link, it will lead you to the document or the website which is connected with this hypertext. It is also known as anchor text. Next is home page or index page. Home page is also known as index page. This is the first page of any website. We can also say that this is a landing page of a website. This is basically a site map where individual pages are interlinked in hierarchical manner. This is one of the, as you can see, this is the example of home page of BSSS college. Moving on to the next topic, that is firewall. A firewall is a hardware or a software, or it can be both, that helps protect computer systems connected to the network from untrusted websites that may contain viruses or malware. A firewall protects the computer and network by restricting the access of outsiders or intruders. It also sets up the criteria that must be met before access to the network or system is allowed to anyone. The last terminology of web is cache memory. Cache stores the data of the recently or the frequently used website. Cache helps to speed up the serving of web pages faster, as the stored data is not required to be fetched again. Many ad serving websites uses the cache to find out the activities or searches that you do online, and then according to your interest they display the advertisement. That's all in this module. Have a great learning and meet you in the next module.